Hey, we're back. Today we're going to have a two series for this video tutorial. We're going to have series 3, which is the Feeling the Breeze, and series 4, Lady Walking in the Park. Let's go ahead and sketch our beach setting. So we're going to have a wave, and then our horizon, and then the stone or the rock that we're going to use for her where she's standing. You know, some of the beaches have big rocks, so this is one of that setting. So the lady is trying to feel the breeze or the air in the ocean or in the beach. You know, when the ocean or the beach are very clear, not much people around, this is really nice to do. Try it yourself. It's very relaxing, especially when there's not a lot of people, there's not too much noise around. So it's a good feeling to do this. So I'm portraying that she's looking in the sky, and then just be herself and enjoy the nature. To those who love the beach, you might want to try this one. It's therapeutic. Just listen to the ocean and the waves, and then just feel. And let's go ahead and prepare our colors. I have some color description in the description box if you wanna check it out. Most of the colors that I use in each of my paintings, or pretty much all of my paintings. This is just a mixture of burnt sienna, burnt umber, ocean green. So I'm just adding colors in the sand section. This is the sand. Just adding a little bit of titanium white to mix, so we have depth in that section in there. And this one I'm adding in the titanium white. This would be the wave area, so where the wave goes in the shore, so it's kind of like going down, but the big waves would be in behind the lady. So now I'm adding the ocean green for the water. If you like to add blue or really blue, you can do that. But we're going to kind of like slowly gradient our color from light, which is the ocean green, and then the blue turquoise mixed with ocean green, and then just kind of blend them together with a little bit of titanium white. So the farther the ocean, the darker, portraying the depth. So the closer would be lighter. So I'm adding the turquoise. Now I'm adding the blue cobalt mixed with the blue turquoise in the very edge in there in our horizon. That's portraying our horizon is very distant, so it's darker. And add some dark as well in our water. It also kind of show that area are deep area, and later on we'll add some highlight or titanium white in the surface of our water. So this one I'm trying to kind of like swirl or circle motion for our wave. So I'm just adding just a regular titanium white in whatever color I have in my brush and whatever is in the canvas as well. It kind of blend them anyways in there. So those are just like the big wave, the big splash of wave. You'll get what I'm saying later on. You'll see what I'm talking about when because we are going to layer this color. So to just keep adding that titanium white. So I'm loading a lot of titanium white in my brush. So you can see it looks like a green in there, but that's not really a green. That's just the burnt sienna. It just mixes with the blue. That's why it looks like green. So I'm adding a little bit of dark in the farthest section and light in when it gets closer. So just try to blend them in there. Some water goes in the sand. So, but just a hint because it's like a sandy in there. So we have white, we have a little blue just to portray that that's water. And then we're gonna add some more titanium white later on. We can add the rock where she's standing. It's very slippery, huge, and very void rock. So this is going to be like a thick color in there. Burnt sienna, burnt umber, a little bit of black, marsh black, or any kind of black you have that works, and of course the titanium white for the highlights in some of the section. So there is no pattern on how you do the rock, just kind of random. As you can see, I'm kind of twisting or turning my brushes to just get that texture effect. Okay, we're about to start doing our sky. So let's go ahead and do our sky. Again, since this is, I am portraying a clear sky, so we'll be doing titanium white, blue, and some of maybe cobalt or turquoise. So as you can see, I'm still using the same colors. Titanium white, ocean green. Ocean green works in water and sky really well, so keep that in hand. It really help you do the blend in depth in the sky. So I have some a hint of marsh black in that section in there, but that also is good because it portray a like cloudy clouds, like it's going to rain or something like that. So that adds a addition to what we are trying to do. So don't worry if, oh, there's black or, you know, it looks muddy, but no, we're just, that's how we're trying to get in our settings. So, but if you don't like a like bright sky, if you want like a sunset or sunrise maybe. You can use yellow, orange, and a little bit of red, but you have to pay attention as well with your watercolor, because your water as well changes. The colors change because of the reflection of that sunset. So if you want to do that setting, I would suggest to check out some photo reference so you can see the right color to use. Now let's finish up with the arms and skin tones of our lady. So I'm just using the portrait pink. So if you don't have portrait pink, you can use a little bit of red and white, make it a pink, and then mixture of a small orange. Again, no details on this one. It's just a very simple painting, so there is really no details or fine details on what we're trying to do. You can if you want. So I'm just trying to add some, like a kneecap in there, that's why it's dark. And then I'm adding the feet, touching our rock, and our rock seems like it's still wet. Just a small detail works. So a little dark in that section. Like I said over and over, pay attention to your sun or light source. So I'm just adding a little dark in some section to give me some depth. Then you can add your dress. The color of the dress, you can choose whatever color, but I like the purple because it's cool in the eye to look at when you have the beach setting. You can also use probably a very light yellow. If you have yellow, add a lot of titanium white. It needs to be something pastel color so it's smooth in the eye. You don't want to be like bright orange. It kind of clashes in what we are doing and all the color in there. You can use gray if you want. You can use pink, really light pink, not the bright pink. Very light pink is okay. So pay attention to the color combination that you choose as well, so it doesn't contrast or hurt the eye when you look at. Don't just pick colors randomly. So try to study color wheel. I mean, there is no rules not to use whatever color you want, you know, but try to at least. You don't want a setting in the beach and then you're trying to add a very bright orange, though the orange really pop and show in blue. They're really good because they're an opposite color. So, but in this one, I won't think it would be great to add the orange dress. So this one, I'm trying to add her hair. So it's a mixture of yellow, burnt sienna, and then I'm adding burnt umber later on, then probably a marsh black. So just take your time and add your hair and then layer it. This is very simple, very straightforward. Just keep practicing, that's all. So I'm using a detailed brush, a short detailed brush, adding that burnt umber in there. So it's darker now. So she's just enjoying her time by herself. No one's bothering her. So enjoy life while you can. Don't stress out. Life is too short. So take your time to unwind and relax. So I hope you enjoy this Lady number 3 series. There are going to be more series. We still have at least 2 more, I guess. 2 more, total of 5. But in this video, we're going to have another one because the lady in the ocean is very short, very easy, very short, very quick to do. That's why I merged the 2 videos. So I'm just adding a little bit of like shadowing, small stuff here and there. So you don't really need to add, you know, the eyeballs and all that. You can if you want, but you don't have to. So I'm adding marsh black in some of the section. So layer, 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 that's the key. I get a load of titanium white and some of that. If you have gray, you can use a gray. Or just add a small amount of marsh black and cobalt blue, or if you don't have cobalt blue, just use whatever blue you have. And now I'm adding the cloud or cluster of clouds. So I'm just adding some section would be dark and some section would be light. Just circle motion and add your clouds to get those texture of that clouds. Some of it are about to rain, so they're darker. Some of it are light. So, or you can just leave it as is. But if you leave it as is before the clouds, it's kind of like very open. The clouds adds some character in our painting. So add those light, dark, light, dark. So again, always step back and look at your work. And it gives you more perspective in what's next and what to do or what to add or what to modify if you step back. You can also add some hills, or mountains in the very distant in the horizon. You can do that, but I'm not gonna do it. So, and don't forget to sign your piece Always sign your piece. Just don't add a date. Don't recommend adding a date. You can add a date in the back of your canvas. There you go. We are done on this series. Let's go to the other one. Lady series number 4. The lady in red dress or red hat walking in the park. This is another one that's very simple to do, very quick and fast. Start with sketching your lady, your hat, your hair, and your bag, your purse. Always get you a reference if you are not comfortable doing freehand. Or you can sketch it using a tracing paper. Whatever ways that makes you comfortable in doing or sketching, you can do that. But if you're good already and you don't need the sketching, you can go ahead and just paint and just, you know, guide in your memory, no lines. And pay attention to your proportion. You don't want your lady having a big head, small shoulder, or big shoulder, small hips, small leg. So pay attention to those details. It might not be, you might not think it's important, but it is important to pay attention to the proportion. I also suggest to get those dummy wood figure. You can get those in the craft stores. They're very helpful if you do some of the figures, like this one, the lady. This one I did use that figure. And it helped me on how she moves her hands, how she twists her hip and head, stuff like that. And then you just add the rest, like the hat or the purse or the dress might be short, or you might just want the skirt or short shorts, or you want a dress, t-shirt. It's up to you. There's, again, endless possibilities in every painting and every scenario. So, but this one, I like it. She's wearing her heels, her stiletto, and she's wearing her nice dress with her purse, and then she's just walking in the park and trying to relax. And probably she's from she just got done with her work and she just want to relax, doesn't want to go home, you know, try to go and see the nature in the park. So I'm keep changing my arm and my hand because it's like out of proportion. So I'm trying to make sure it's not too long, too weird looking. So that's what I said. Pay attention to the proportion. Does your hip looks okay. So I think we are done about. Looks good now to me. So we probably ready to color this. Okay, let's color the dress first. The setting I was trying to portray would be like probably sunset going down, or around 4:30 p.m. kind of setting. And this would be like going fall season, so you'll see our tree later on that's got fall season colors on the leaves. So I choose the color yellow on her dress. Like this is the Cadmium medium yellow Liquitex brand, and the light yellow to just blend those colors. So I'm adding some of the ocean green to portray some of those folds, the dress folds. If you don't like yellow, I know one of my friends, Ivy Queen, shout out to Ivy Queen, she loves yellow. So, but if you don't like yellow, you can use different color, maybe pink. If you like pink dress. Or black dress. I like black and blue. So I'm just adding, at first I'm trying to portray you know that dress that has a skirt, inner fabric, and then the outer fabric has a very see-through fabric outside. That's what I'm trying to portray in there. But then I realized that, oh, if I want to do that, I would need to have a design or some kind of sketches on my inner fabric first, which is the skirt looking, before I added that one. And then I don't really want to do too much details or elaborate design on this, because this is just for a very beginner tutorial. So I just went ahead and make it a long one piece dress instead of those having intricate design. So the first color, since blue and yellow works really great together, so I added two. And this is like a, you know that purse that looked like a jeans? That's what it is I'm trying to portray in there. It's like a jeans fabric. And then it has that chain, you know, that chain holder. So that's what I'm trying to do in there. It has a gold or dark brown. Dark brown the chain. Alright, so you can see I'm adding again the pink portrait for the skin. My skin tone always pink portrait, but you can choose what you like. Maybe just brown, regular brown. You can do that as well. So let's add those skin tone. Be very careful and make sure you add some dark area where it portrayed the shadow. And don't do just one color in any section that you do. Don't add just one color. Like my bag, I'm adding marsh black as my shadowing. Then I'm adding the regular blue turquoise, and then just the highlight. So always add some of your dark section, light section, and your regular color. So this is for a beginner acrylic painting tutorial. If you know somebody that would like to learn or would like to try to paint, they can follow this tutorial. This is very easy and simple. It just takes time, patience, and effort. So I'm using a filbert brush and then the detail brush for a small thin hair. Add your skin again, skin tones. Add some dark color in some areas, some light colors in some areas. Not too much details on like our fingers or hands. So you can if you want, but again, just for the purpose of this, it's not necessary. So you can even add the background first if you want, but I'm not adding a background on this one. We're focused on the lady, and the rest are whatever you want to add. So, but if you want to add, like let's say the background, and you want to do sunset, so again, you can add some small color of orange and titanium white. So again, make it blend together, not just one color. So pay attention to those little details. It adds depth if you add the gradient or the values or the variance of colors. So I'm adding black. My hair this time would be dark black, and I'm adding some of that burnt sienna, which is dark brown, for the highlight effect. All right, we can add some of those strands on the hair, just like that. There you go. Then we can finish the stiletto. For those who likes to wear stilettos, shout out to you guys. I just like to draw heels. High heels are great to paint, but I don't wear those. All right, let's finish the legs, then the shoes. We're almost done. The background is very easy and simple, so it's the lady that takes time. Right, my stiletto is red, my red stiletto. I just like to add red in this particular tutorial because she's gonna have a red hat as well, so it's like nice to add the same color. So she's just walking, minding in her own business, taking a good time and just enjoying the nature. You don't see the nature quite yet, so just add some highlights on those shoes and the heels. All right, and then add the other one. Let's do the other one. And that's just a red mixed with marsh black for the heel itself, for the high heels, and then the red. So this is a small canvas. It's 8 by 8. This is smaller compared to the past painting that we did. That's why I've been using, if you notice, I'm using detailed brushes on this one because it is small piece. And by the way, guys, all of my paintings are available. They're available in prints or originals. You can look at my website if they're still available, the original, but prints are available. Check out the description below. There's a link in there to go to for any kind of products you want to buy with my art. And there's like a phone case, bag, beddings, any kind you can think of. So go check it out if you have time. Alright, I'm just adding another layer in my dress in here. We'll be adding some of the dark section for like a separation. Okay, let's start our hat. Let's add this color red, cadmium red, cadmium deep hue color and cadmium light color red. And then cadmium orange on the light section. Just blend them together, neat and nicely. Take your time. Take your time. The more you take your time, the more you enjoy it, the more your piece looks fantastic. There you go. Isn't that easy? Just 3 colors pretty much, and then done. Now let's add the surface. Surface is the setting is just a regular ground. Or you can add burnt sienna, just a regular brown. So I'm just adding a burnt sienna with titanium white. Then as you can see, that blue in there, that is just portraying her shadow. So I'm using blue as a shadow. I like blue as a shadow. So that's just her shadow. Nothing special. She's just walking, and I think she's in the hill, and then she's looking down. I'm adding some of those dark section. So that dark section I'm using is just the regular blue turquoise, same color I used for the bag and the shadow. If you don't have blue turquoise, you can use cobalt blue or the plateau blue or any kind of blue. Dark blue, not light blue. So that's the fold on her dress. It's like flipping while she's walking. There you go. If you add too much, don't worry, just add additional yellow until you're satisfied of the color that you're trying to deliver. And I'm happy with what we have. Alright, it's time to add our tree. So you can add multiple trees, but this one, I'm just adding 1 tree because I don't really feel like doing a lot of background and stuff because we're focused on the lady. And this one is just an additional stuff in there, but you can add multiple trees, you know, from the distance to getting closer to her. I just keep doing those. So alright, just adding the tree, the barks, and the stems, and those limbs and branches. So I'm adding the marsh black and a little bit of titanium white using the slant brush. Just kind of like twirl your brush in there to create some texture in our tree. Just like that. There you go. Some more of those branches. Some more of those limbs. Keep adding it. And also you can add some birds flying if you like. So it's up to you what you like. Alright, I'm using the filbert brush for my leaves. You can add, you can use probably sponge to do your leaves. You can do the coarse brush for your leaves, but I'm more comfortable doing the filbert brush, and you just dab it, get your color, and dab, tap, 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 dab, dab, dab. So again, I'm doing 3 colors, burnt sienna, sienna, yellow, and maybe I can do 4 for the highlight. So minimum of 3 colors, guys, minimum of 3 colors every time you do some combination of colors. So you can do the depth again, depth, depth, depth. So 3